I was treated fine.
Did they have a nickname for you or anything?
I was called Tennessee. My dad very few knew my name.
So you say most of the American fellas, they call them by the state they came from?
Yeah. I was born in Nashville, Tennessee, April 30th, 1921. My parents left me with an aunt and uncle, Charles Foster Cox and Annie Cox in Musselburgh, Tennessee. I was treated real well there. And I found out I could join the Canadian Air Force, so I set up and they told me what papers to send, which I did. And when I sold everything that I had that anybody would buy, and got enough money to go up there. About 40 of us were set to Moncton View Budget, chopping down trees to enlarge the camp. And I remember one night, funniest played out. Somebody had ordered the wrong size stoker coal, and we had no heat. I had boys put another mattress on top of me, and I like froze. Well, then when we was out there chopping down trees, and I'd head for the barracks, and one of the two corporals, when one of them looked around, I'd dive under some brush. Wasn't long because I was back in that barracks. This old southern hillbilly was freezing. Well, then they asked for volunteers to remusters. 4-engine bomber deal needed more gunners, and I'd been exposed to a little bit of this and I knew it'd drive me crazy. So when they asked for volunteer musters, just plain aerial gunner, me and another boy volunteered, and they gave us our train ticket and orders and so forth. Well, we noticed that we'd have an extra day there on getting to Stormy Down. No, not Stormy Down, Mountain View, Ontario. So the two of us stopped off in Montreal for a night. We showed up the date we were supposed to, and they started giving us the devil about why hadn't we got there yesterday. I told them, I said, by God, I said, the orders said be here today. I said, here we are. So that was the end of that. There was an underage person named Herschel Cowley from Windsor, Ontario, in our class. His parents had signed for him to go in at that age. And he was a heck of a good fellow, real nice, everything. And there was a fellow named Van Buren from Brooklyn. We just called him Brooklyn. And he was always telling a young kid, go do this and go do that and so forth for him. And so I got fed up with it, and I said, Brooklyn, I said, from now on, if you want something done, damn it, you do it yourself. I'm going to stomp the hell out of you. You leave that young kid alone. And after that, he did, and I meant what I said. Later, Kelly believed that he was flying Sterlings, and I've heard that sometimes high-flying planes would drop bombs on the Sterlings below her. But anyway, he was killed in action. And after I became a prisoner of war, I had met his parents at our graduation. They and some others in Windsor, Ontario, would send me cigarettes while I was in prison camp, which I greatly appreciated. But I did not stop by on the way home. I was on my own, and I just did not have the guts to face his parents that were so nice, and the other people when their son was gone, dead, and I was still alive and had nobody to go back to.